Hello my schoolers, welcome to my school channel. My name is Alexandra. Right now in this channel we'll be tackling the JAMB past question for the subject government year 2015. Please do not go anywhere, stay with us and we'll be right back. Welcome back to my school channel. So right now we'll be tackling question 36 to 50. Now let's begin with question 36. Which of these constitutions recognize local government as a third tier of government in Nigeria? Option A, 1960 Constitution. Option B, 1963 Constitution. Option C, 1979 Constitution. Option D, 1946 Constitution. So the answer to this question is 1979 Constitution, which is the Second Republic Constitution. Option A is the Independence Constitution. Option B is the First Republic Constitution. Option C is the Second Republic Constitution. And option D is the Richard Constitution. So option C is the answer to this question. It recognized local government as a third tier of government. It also made provision for a democratically elected local government council, and it also listed the function of this council. So the answer to this question is option C, 1979 Constitution. Question 37. A referendum is a device to ensure that option A, elections are free and fair. Option B, legislators vote to resolve contentious issues. Option C, decisions are effected with the consent of citizens. Option D, by-elections are held to fill vacant positions. Okay, so the answer to this question is option C. What is a referendum? A referendum is a vote in which all the people in a country are asked to give their opinion about certain issues. It could be political issues or social issues. So the answer to this question is option C. As you can see, decisions are effected with the consent of citizens. So the answer to this question is option C. Question 38. The Midwestern region was created in Nigeria in option A, 1961, option B, 1962, option C, 1963, option D, 1964. The answer to this question is option C, 1963. The Midwestern region was created in June 1963. It is also called or known as Bendel State. So Bendel State, or the Midwestern region, was a division of Nigeria from the year 1963 to 1991. So the Bendel State is what we now know as Edo State and Delta State. So Edo and Delta State was created in the year 1991. So together with Kebbi, Kogi, and so on and so forth. So the answer to this question is option C, 1963. Question 39. A form of oligarchy in which gifted people are at the helm of affairs is option A, aristocracy. Option B, theocracy. Option C, plutocracy. Option D, gerontocracy. The answer to this question is option A, aristocracy. The question says a form of oligarchy. Oligarchy is a form of government in which a small group of people rule, or government by the few. Okay, we have two forms of oligarchy. We have authoritarianism and aristocracy. So definitely aristocracy is the answer. Aristocracy is the government by the noble, by the best, or gifted. Theocracy is government by divine official, in which they believe that God or a deity is the supreme ruler. Plutocracy is government by the wealthy, and gerontocracy is government by old people. So the answer to this question is option A, aristocracy. Question 40. One of the principal objectives of the OPEC is to, option A, determine oil prices in the international market. Option B, harmonizes the oil policies of member countries. Option C, discipline herring oil producing countries. Option D, assist non-oil producing developing states. The answer to this question is option B. One of the principal objectives of OPEC is to coordinate and unify petroleum policy, and we can see this in option B. Harmonizing simply also means unifying, okay, the oil policies of member countries. We have other objectives also, such as reducing price fluctuation, that is stabilizing oil price so as to eliminate fluctuation in price, protecting member states and also ensuring the efficiency of the supply of petroleum, ensuring that it is not interrupted when supplying. Okay, so the answer to this question is option B, because it is the #1 objective of OPEC, harmonizing the oil policies of member countries. Option B, therefore, is the correct answer to this question. Do not forget to take practice questions with our simulated JAMB CBT past questions. All you need to do is you click on the link in the description below. It takes you to the Myschool website. There you can download Myschool mobile app for your Android phones and Myschool software for your computers and laptops. Go ahead and download and start practicing. Now moving on to question 41, a constitution that requires a plebiscite or a referendum to be amended is option A, written, option B, flexible, option C, rigid, option D, unwritten. So the answer to this question is option C, rigid. Rigid is a constitution as well as a method of amendment. And what does it require for amendments? It requires a referendum or a plebiscite. Referendum and plebiscite are synonymous. Okay, it also might require simple majority or a special majority and all of that. So the answer to this question is option C. However, the controversy in this question is between written and rigid. Okay, so from my findings, most countries that adopt the written constitution also adopt the rigid constitution as a method of amendment. So the answer to this question is option C, rigid. If you are enjoying this sort of content, please hit the like button, click on the subscribe button, and then tap on the bell notification to get informed as soon as we release the next videos. Question 42. The following are international organizations except option A, pressure group, option B, OAU, option C, UNO, option D, Commonwealth of Nations. The answer to this question is pressure group. Pressure group is an organization within the country. Okay, so Nigeria has its pressure group, USA has its pressure group, and so on and so forth. Option B, C, and D involves so many countries. So many countries come together to form OAU, Organization of African Unity, UNO, United Nations Organization, and then the Commonwealth of Nations. So these are confederation, a union of countries, a union of states, except option A, which is the correct answer to this question. Question 43. The rights of a citizen can be withdrawn by the state if the person, option A, opposes the government violently, option B, leave the country permanently, option C, is convicted of a serious crime, option D, is pronounced dead. The answer to this question is option C. If a citizen is convicted of a serious crime, his status as a citizen can be withdrawn by the government. So the answer to this question is option C, is convicted of a serious crime. Question 44. In the presidential system of government, the president is elected to office by option A, the cabinet, option B, the parliament or legislature, option C, military, option D, the people through direct elections. The answer to this question is option D. In the presidential system of government, the president is elected into the office through the people. He is popularly elected by the electorate. The whole country is involved. So the answer to this question is option D, the people through direct elections. Question 45. The act of removing an elected official by the electorate is referred to as option A, impeachment, option B, consensus, option C, recall, option D, plebiscite. The answer to this question is recall. Recall is the process by which citizens can remove elected officials from their office before they complete their term. So the answer is option C. However, impeachment is a formal accusation of a misconduct committed by a public officer. Consensus is a general agreement on a particular issue. Plebiscite, which also means referendum, is when people are asked of their opinion about certain issues, political issues or social issues. So the answer to this question is option C, recall. Be reminded that you can ask as many questions as possible on the Myschool website. All you need to do is you click on the link in the description below. It takes you to the Myschool website. There you meet a lot of wonderful people who would answer all of your questions. So please go ahead and click on the link and start asking your questions. Okay, so moving on to question 46. Which of the following world powers was the first to come to Nigeria's aid during the Civil War? Option A, Germany, option B, USA, option C, USSR, option D, UK. The answer to this question is USSR. So the Civil War was a war in the year 1967 and it lasted till 1970, and we know that Russia was supportive of the federal government then, and it was the first world power to come to Nigerians' aid during the Civil War of 1967. So the answer to this question is option C, USSR. Do you have better steps, explanations, or solutions to any of this question? Please feel free to use the comment section below. Indicate the question and the solutions you would like to share. Question 47. Citizenship refers to the option A, legal status of a member of a state, option B, indigenous member of a state, option C, highest position in a state, option D, social status of a person in a state. The answer to this question is option A, it's a legal status. Okay, citizenship is a legal status of a member of a state. It tells us that, okay, you are a member of a state and it is legal. Option A, therefore, is the correct answer to this question. Question 48. The highest organ of the state during the Babangida regime was the option A, Provincial Ruling Council, option B, Supreme Military Council, option C, Armed Forces Ruling Council, option D, Federal Executive Council. The answer to this question is option C, Armed Forces Ruling Council. So Babangida IBB, Ibrahim Babangida, came into power in the year 1985, and before he came into power, SMC, which is Supreme Military Council, ruled Nigeria before IBB came into power. So when IBB stepped in, he replaced the body with Armed Forces Ruling Council. So option C, therefore, is the correct answer to this question. Question 49. The council constituted by Lord Lugard in 1914 as option A, 105 members seats, option B, 50 members on seats, option C, 36 members on seats, option D, 25 members on seats. The answer to this question is option C, 36 members on seats. So the council, the Nigerian council, was created after the amalgamation by Lugard in 1914. The council was created in 1914 and membership was 24 officials and 12 unofficials. So 24 plus 12, that is 36. So the 12 unofficials consist of 6 Europeans and 6 Africans. So in summary, there are 36 members on seats. Option C, therefore, is the correct answer to this question. Question 50. Nigerians' withdrawal from the Edinburgh Commonwealth Games in July 1986 was in protest against British, option A, supply of arms of Rhodesia, option B, failure to impose sanctions on South Africa, option C, negative utterances on Nigeria, option D, support for UNITA rebels in Angola. The answer to this question is option B, failure to impose sanctions on South Africa. So Nigeria actually withdrew because it wanted to show its grievance against British for supporting apartheid in South Africa. So option B is the answer to this question. We've come to the end of this wonderful segment and I believe you enjoyed every bit of it. Please do not forget to hit the like button, click on the subscribe button, and then tap on the bell notification to get informed as soon as we release the next videos.